We are live again for another live show. Tony Martinez here with Ngozi. And back on our show, we have our friend and colleague, Albert Contreras with Digital Green Labs. Albert, how's it going?
Yeah, no, it's going good, Tone. Busy day, busy week so far. How's everything been going over there in San Jose?
Yeah, no, same thing. Just trying to keep up with all the news. There's a lot of, obviously, with the new CARES Act legislation that affects a lot of small businesses, a lot of taxpayers, a lot of individuals. So we're trying to learn how it affects everybody we work with, our partners and such. And then I noticed was the last week you sent a message that had something regarding the Google ad credit that Google is basically giving some free cash in terms of credits to small business owners. And I was like, that's awesome. Let's learn some more. How does that work? And where do you apply it? I think I read somewhere, did you have to have a Google account the past year for you to get that money, or could you make one right now real quick?
Well, again, with legislation and stuff, it changes all the time. So there's no guidance yet. Google announced a total COVID package worth, I think it was like $8 trillion. And part of it going to small businesses, other parts are going to the healthcare industry, and they're helping out a lot of things. So every day they add more details to it. So as of right now, nobody's really sure yet on how they're going to receive it. However, I'm going to show my screen real quick here.
Yeah, please.
There you go. All right, perfect. So this is the press release that Sundar, how do you say his last name? Pichai?
Yeah. Sundar Pichai, maybe?
Yeah. Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google. COVID-19, 800 million to support small businesses in crisis response. So much 250 million are going to the WHO organization. 200 million is investing into NGO and financial institutions to keep the financial system from collapsing, like Lewis was talking about last week.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Here you go, and this is the part that we care about. So $340 million in Google Ads credits will be available to all SMBs, small businesses with active accounts over the past year. So according to that, they must have been active last year. but what does that mean? Does that mean they must have had like ads that were running? Because I think if you have a Gmail account and you have Google Analytics, you already have a Google Ads account too.
Oh, I see. So they're not, at least not yet, being very clear on if you were spending money with Google or just simply had an account that you were running.
Yeah. So if you already had Google Analytics and all those Google Suites and your Gmail connected to your business account, you probably already had a Google Ads account. However, and everybody's gonna get different credits. So I'm thinking that they're gonna give credits based on how much you spent in 2019 too, and how active you were. So people that spent more money will probably receive a larger credit than people that didn't.
Okay, yeah. So they're basically looking to, take care of those who are supporting them, working on their platform.
Yeah.
And just so I can make it a win-win.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. And here we go. Okay. And the credit notification will appear in your Google Ads account. Just before this, I logged into my work Google Ads account, and we didn't have a notification yet. And we did spend, a few $1,000s last year with Google. So people are still not getting notified yet. And they're saying once they do appear in your account, you could use them up until the end of 2020.
Got it. Yeah, I'm getting some comments here from our friend Matt Fulton. He thought, this is a great find. How did you know about all this?
Oh yeah, man. I eat and breathe and live digital marketing. So I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups, a bunch of LinkedIn groups. I think I just saw it somewhere.
Yeah,
I think it was a Facebook group, actually. Yeah, it was a Facebook group.
And then you go here and then you confirm. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's this press release here. Just Google COVID-19, Google Ads credit, and there's a lot of more information here. like they're going to give a pool of $20 million in Google Cloud credits for academic institutions and researchers. So they want to help out a lot of these schools and universities get on the cloud quicker as well.
Got it. Yeah, and I know that's been a big challenge. Like as we work a lot with small business owners and down in Salinas, working with Suba organization, a lot of those small business owners, they have bridal shops, they have tienda de abarrotes, a small store where you sell the goods. A lot of the times they're like Mexican goods and such. But yeah, they need help getting online. So is this part of that? I keep hearing that the big tech companies are really helping small business owners get online. Have you seen that? Is this part of it overall?
Yeah, that's a great point, Tony. Yeah, all of these software companies are giving away either their software for free for a certain amount of time, or they're extending their free trials. Like Shopify, for example. And everybody watching, if you sell anything, set up a Shopify store. It's quick, it's simple, and you can start selling online real quick. And they have their free trial used to be 1 month. Now it's 3 months. And depending on how this whole coronavirus pandemic plays out, they might keep extending their free trial. Like Zoom, the platform we're on right now, I think they're giving free trials to students and to schools. But yeah, a lot of these SaaS companies, big tech companies, they're giving their product away for free right now.
Yeah. And then as a business owner, those out there that are entrepreneurs, business owners, I know we were having a discussion about this. Like now's the time where you could essentially attract new customers by giving like a free sample or by being resourceful, right? That's what it seems like. A lot of the consumers out there, or even the small businesses, they're looking for resources, and if you could be of help, they could become very loyal to your brand. Would that be correct to say?
Yeah, because right now, I read in one of those groups I'm into saying right now is not the time to make a profit. That is very, very challenging. Right now, it's time to acquire customers. It's a customer acquisition battle. Who could acquire customers for free or the cheapest? So yeah, and how you were saying, by being resourceful, by giving people resources to help them keep their business afloat, because people, and without small businesses, nobody's employed, and if nobody's employed, people aren't spending, and if people aren't spending, then the financial crisis happens, according to Lewis from Rising Financial Day.
Yeah, no, we had Lewis on last week, and we plan to have him again here pretty soon. We gotta reach out to him. He's so busy about just how the economy is going. A lot of people are asking, should I buy, sell stocks? On Thursday, we're gonna have our friend, colleague Veronica Martinez from Houston talking about real estate, about when is a good time to invest in real estate, if now is a good time, or wait till something happens, if the market goes down lower. So yeah, there's a lot of moving parts overall, but I know I keep hearing stories from small businesses that they're having trouble, staying open and maintaining. But there's other stories though of some that are adapting. Like there's a store in Salinas, El Charito, right? For years they've been doing online orders.
Yeah.
Overall, and then do you have, if you're a small business, do you have to invest big in a software to do that, or could you just? Is there a bunch of solutions out there?
It depends on how fancy you want to get. So if you want really customized ordering, a customized website, that's when it might get a little expensive. But however, to the point we were talking about before about all of these software companies giving their stuff for free, I bet there's a lot of restaurant and food platforms doing the same thing. Like I think it was Grubhub, or one of them is waiving their fees. They're not going to take any fees right now. So all the profits go to the business owner or the restaurateur for like a month or something. I'm going to go through this FAQ real quick here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the back to the Google Ads credit. This one's on their support channel. The other one was their press release. This is their FAQ that they built based on that press release. Nice. So here goes. So who is eligible for these credits? The ad credits will be available to small and medium businesses who advertise directly with us or through our partners around the world with active accounts since the beginning of 2019. Also, yeah, this one answers it. You must have had your Google Ads account at the beginning of 2019 and advertised with them.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, credits will be provided to SMB advertisers that have been active advertisers since January 1st, 2019 and comply with all Google Ads terms and conditions. So according to this, if you weren't active in 2019, you're not getting this Google money.
Yeah. And that's another webinar we could have is, how to set up Google Ads, what they are, when to do it, how to do it. Because a lot of people just throw money in, and if you don't do it right, you end up wasting all the money you have, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, if I see it as if you don't have a strategy behind it and you don't really know what you're doing, it's like connecting a vacuum straight into your bank account and it'll just suck cash and you're not gonna get any results.
Yeah. Oh, and I know last week you announced that you're offering that Digital Green Labs is offering a free 30-minute consultation, free get your business online campaign. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, Tony. Let me open it up here.
Yeah,
what I was looking for
yeah.
is because even if you're not getting that COVID-19 Google money, you could get $150 credit to start using them. Everybody could get that. So that'll probably be another webinar.
Yeah.
And let me see. I think it was Get Online. Okay. Get your business online. Due to COVID-19 and everybody having to get online, I'm helping people do it for free. That doesn't mean it's going to be a fancy website, but if you're a restaurant, we'll put your menu on Google My Business. We'll set you up to take orders somehow and a way for people to pay online. It is digitalgreenlabs.com/get-online. Yeah, and then you just fill out this form here. We'll contact you and we'll set you up with a Shopify store, a Google My Business account, maybe some professional emails, and then we'll make sure your landing page and your website looks nice. And some of our clients, like they have WordPress or they have Wix, whatever platform you have, that's what we'll work with.
Oh, what happens if they don't have a website? Is that something that is easy to execute? Because honestly, like a lot of people, what I've been noticing is, they'll go to you and they'll get that kind of advice, but a lot of small business owners, they have a budget and they just don't want to do it wrong. Because a lot of the times what I see is these business owners are like, they start spending like thousands and tens of thousands of dollars just because they don't know any better. So those of you listening, there is better ways to do it, different ways to do it. So just be aware of that, and Digital Green Labs can at least guide you the right way, and it's up to you. Based on your budget, you could kind of choose what you need for your business.
And what I've noticed too, Tony, is these companies pay tens of thousands of dollars to these agencies just for a very simple website, where they claim that they host it, but they're actually hosting it through GoDaddy or somewhere else, or like they claim that they have servers, but their servers are Google servers or something. Like to have a website of your own, you don't have to pay thousands of dollars a month. I mean, this one here that I have for Digital Green Labs, we could take orders, I could build landing pages, I could do a lot of things, and I pay like $40 a month for everything.
Got it. Man, that's exciting. It's just like you said, just because of people don't know, they just kind of may not do it. And they don't even do it. It could be overwhelming, and they don't do it. And I'm getting a comment here from our friend Matt. He said, people need to start with Google My Business setup.
Yes.
Have you helped anybody with that, Albert? How to set up? What is that? Is it basically just having the basic Google presence online? Like when people are researching like tacos El Gordo or something. Taco. Oh, there you go. Tortas al 100.
This thing here on the side, let me move this camera. This thing here on the side, this is your Google My Business account. This is one of my friends, Tortas al Cien. He has his menu, but it's going to his website. So I got to get with him to put actual pictures of his items on here. So it has all your
Oh.
basic information. It's free. You could add your contact info, your hours, what you sell, images. And I haven't dug into it, but I know Google My Business has like a website thing too for free. So you don't even have to pay for any of that. Hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, yeah.
this everything that pops up on the side when you Google something, that's the Google My Business account.
Oh, that's what it is. And then that's just free to update, right? And to have available.
Yes. Yeah. And then to go in and to edit that stuff, I mean, it's simple. You Google My Business. And here we go. It's google.com/business. You sign in with your Gmail. Everybody watching, you probably already have a Gmail. And it's super simple. You just go in here, follow the different steps, and you're set up.
Yeah. Wow, that's exciting. So anybody listening, if you need help or guidance how to do this, just drop a comment there on the comment box and let us know that you need some guidance. Because at the very minimum, the way I see it, you should have your business on Google. I mean, that is basically the basics of your online presence, right? When somebody's looking for you and they find you, they want to, whether you own a restaurant, a construction company, any type of business, an insurance business, they're going to look for what are your hours. Especially now, what I notice is, like, sometimes I want to go get like a quick smoothie here, and I'm like, is this business open? I have to call them, and it's like, man, just update your hours. I mean, like, I get it. Obviously, we're all going through a crisis, but you could easily log in and just say, hey, look, we're minimizing hours. We're closed on Tuesdays now, but just because either they're not aware of, or they don't know how to do it. So the basics of managing your online presence.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. With your online presence, there are 3 things that I recommend everybody have. The basics. How Matt Fulton said, Google My Business account. That's one of the basics. A website, a very simple website telling your story, who you are, what you do, and what makes you different, and a social media profile. And if you don't have one, or you have multiple but you're not really active, I recommend Facebook. So at least an active Facebook account, a Google My Business, and a simple website are the basics.
Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. That way you could, be found online. Overall, perfect. And then you told me also that Facebook may release a ad credit, but we're not sure yet, right? Right now, it's kind of just up in the air.
Yeah. Those are rumors, but usually what happens is when one company does it, then the other ones are gonna do it as well. Because they'll be like, "Oh, I got money from Google. What are you gonna give me, Facebook?"
Match up.
So this is giving everybody an opportunity right now, because Facebook might do the same thing that Google did, which is they're only gonna give it to people that are active. So go on there and start running Facebook ads right now, just so that you could already have some history. Because then later, when they give out the credits, you could tell them, "Hey, I started advertising like a month ago. Can you give me some free cash?" You never know.
Yeah, got it. Do you see with small business owners? Do you see that they run their own like Facebook ads, or do they usually hire like an agency? Oh, not even anything.
They don't even run anything. No, but most of them don't run them at all. And if they do, they'll hire their kid or their kid's friend or something, and then they're just throwing money down the black hole. Because with PPC and paid ads are very quick. You need the actual post, which includes media like an image or a video, and the copy, like the actual written stuff. So that's one whole thing. Then you need to target who's going to see your message. Is it people that have interacted with your website, your social channels, or you could based on interest? So targeting is a whole nother thing. And then the other part of it is, where are they going to see it? Do you want to show it just on Facebook, on Instagram, on the things on the side, on random articles, on videos? So there's 3 different things that you have to kind of align to get a successful paid campaign.
Got it. Do you recommend, like, if you're starting off, to target people that know your brand already, current customers, people that hit
Yes.
your site, or start targeting random people and hopefully they get to know you?
It depends, Tony, because if you're in an already established business that you have customer data, if you have at least 100 customers, what I recommend is export that customer data, get their first name, last name, address, city, zip code, and their email and phone number. So you get all those fields, and then you could import it into Facebook. And then Facebook finds people that are similar. So those are people that are already very similar to your current customers.
So Facebook helps you create an audience?
Yeah, they're called lookalike audiences. So it's people that have the same, because Facebook and Google, they know everything about us, right? When something is free, that means you're the product. So Google knows our interests, they know our behaviors, they know if we have kids, they know what school we went to, right? They know everything. So they'll get all these interests and behaviors of your current customers and find people very, very similar.
Okay, and that because more than likely, if you like a certain product, somebody that's similar to you also will like that product.
Yeah, but then it depends also on what you're selling. Like the QuickBooks, you could target people that like QuickBooks. So if you're like a QuickBooks app, you could just target that, or like certain big softwares or big celebrities, you could target those people. Like what's his name, Tony Robbins. So people that watch Tony Robbins are very entrepreneurial. So then if you're selling like a SaaS product or some sort of software or something, you could target people that like Tony Robbins, and then you know who they are. So there's a lot of different ways to target people.
Got it. And then I'm getting some comments here from our audience. One of them is, what do you think about marketing just towards a niche? Should you do niche, or should everybody be your customer?
It depends. So when you're doing digital marketing, you want to go very niche, because if somebody doesn't relate to it, they're going to leave, and you're paying per view, you're paying per click, you're paying for all of that. So if you're showing something to somebody that they're not interested in already, that you're throwing money down the drain. So yeah, very niche, especially if you're starting off and have a small budget.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you want to target people that more than likely are going to engage with you, and then just like learn and build it out. Perfect. And then the next question here is, how do you make a website bilingual? Is it just like a Google? I don't know if you even know this answer, but is it just a Google plugin that you use that translates everything, or is there like a system?
Again, there's multiple ways of doing it. You could hire your own translators and make each page translated yourself, which would be the best route. Or there's a plugin. So if it's on a WordPress site, there's probably plugins to translate it. Or also, how you were saying, Tony, there's also a Google Translate plugin. So they're all plugins in different apps. So depending on how you build your website, is it a Wix website? Is it Squarespace? Is it WordPress? Just go into the App Store and search Spanish, search bilingual, and there'll be something. If you went the route of getting your website custom coded, then you're gonna have to go the first option, which is to translate it yourself.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Because I've heard, with so many platforms out there like Shopify, WordPress, that it may not be. I mean, unless you're doing like a tech startup with a unique, code. Custom coding may not be the best for just a regular, not a regular, but just like a typical small business that just wants an online presence, right?
Yeah. I mean, because there's a lot of different platforms, like how we were talking about Shopify, or WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, Weebly. They're all good. You want to get into custom coded websites once you're already established, because with custom coded websites, you could do the very technical work and make yourself rank higher on Google, that you might not be able to on Shopify, because you can't get into that part of the code because they block it off, because they don't want you messing with the base code. Or you could make your website faster, or things like that, but they're very minuscule. Like, you could custom code, if your website's custom coded, it might load up 2 milliseconds before a Shopify store. So it's once you get into those nitty gritty details when custom coding is advantageous.
Got it. And also, I know we were discussing last time when you're
Hmm.
looking for help, say you need a translator or you need
Yes.
somebody to be to code your website. There's platforms out there where you could contract talent like
Oh
Fiverr.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that the name
Fiverr.
of that?
Yeah, I use Fiverr all the time. Um, Fiverr is great. There's also a website called Upwork.
Mm.
Fiverr is cheaper. So what Fiverr is, Fiverr. Let me show it real quick
Yeah.
because I could even show some conversations that I have. Okay, so Fiverr is Fiverr.com. It is a marketplace for you to find anything that you need created. So you're gonna find the perfect freelance services for your business.
Nice.
So I'll give a shout out to these guys. Let me see if
Yeah, let's check it out.
because something that everybody needs but takes a lot of time is social media marketing, creating posts, scheduling the post, and then you have 3 or 4 platforms and you multiply that times 3.
Yeah, yeah.
So then these guys do it, right? But it's not that cheap. Right. So you could pay this guy $300 a month and he'll probably post every day for you on your behalf.
Ooh.
So then that way your social media profiles could keep going, but you don't have to do all that tedious work.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Or
Eh, oh,
video if you need videos. Sorry,
oh,
Tony, go ahead.
yeah, no, no. What do you think about posting? I know I could ask you questions all night
Hmm.
long, but we were discussing when you have a social media account, like a Facebook page for your business, there's a strategy you need to follow, right? You can't just be posting random things whenever you
No.
get emotional. Isn't there like what is it like consistency? Is that the key?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what the well again, because you always have to think back. What do these platforms want? What does Facebook want? Right? They want people to stay on Facebook so that Facebook could show them ads. So us as content creators, we need to keep in mind that what we create and what we post needs to keep people engaged on Facebook. Uh, so
Got
that
it.
means posting consistently. Uh, I want to say at least twice a day, in the morning and the afternoon, and then depending on the platforms like LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, you could post 10 times a day and you won't get dinged.
Oh
But
wow. Okay.
but if you post 10 times a day on Facebook, they don't like that too because they might it's gonna be spammy, especially from a business account.
Oh yeah, and then I think you were
Yeah.
saying like don't like say I want to share like an informative article. Uh,
Yes.
don't put the link on the
No.
on the
On the
post,
post,
right?
because what's gonna happen when they click that link, Tony?
It's gonna take them away from the platform, and Facebook doesn't
Yeah,
want that. They want to
takes them away from Facebook, and then they're on that web page. Then they'll go somewhere else, and Facebook can't show them ads.
and I think you were
Hmm.
telling me like it's Facebook really doesn't like when you post a YouTube video as
No,
as a link
no,
because
because that's their competition.
because Google owns YouTube, and now YouTube is feeding them ads and not
Yep.
Facebook.
Yeah. That money is going to Google, not Facebook anymore. So, which is why when we're creating content, keep in mind what platform it's going to be on. Is it going to be on Facebook? Is it going to be on YouTube? Is it going to be on the Gram? Um, because each one's a little different too. The best thing to do is what we're doing right now, Tony, is
Mhm.
streaming on all different platforms. But if you can't do something like this, you would want to record your video as an MP4 and then upload it to Facebook and upload it to YouTube and upload it to Instagram by itself.
Just
Mhm.
like a clean upload to every platform, right?
Yeah. Instead of putting it on YouTube and then having all your platforms link back to YouTube, it's better to keep it on the same platforms. So the same video on all the platforms instead of all the platforms pointing to YouTube.
Got it. Because I know, like, say, if you do a clean upload on YouTube, a clean upload on
Hmm.
Facebook,
Yes.
both YouTube and Facebook, they like the fact that there's now new content on their
Hmm.
platform
Yeah.
because content makes them valuable. No content, no value, right?
Yeah. No
Overall.
users. There's no users. Yeah.
Wow. So then, like, it's so funny. I obviously, they like Facebook has grown to this conglomerate where we don't even realize the fact that by us posting, we're providing value to Facebook every time
Yes.
we're on. Even us, like, say right now we're streaming on
Hmm.
Facebook this conversation, and the Facebook users are finding it. They're finding it valuable. So now people will continue going back to Facebook
Yeah.
to see what we're gonna do tomorrow, another
Yeah.
Facebook Live tomorrow. But then we have to continue doing this on Facebook because our users are there. Because if we're not there, then our
Yeah.
message doesn't get. So it's kind of like,
And then you're forgetting there's three parts, because then there's the advertiser, the businesses that pay Facebook. If they don't get any views, they're not going to pay Facebook to show ads anymore. So,
wow.
yeah, it's a cycle. It's a whole cycle, and that's how all these free platforms work. It's the platforms, they want your data because they want to sell it to these other companies. So it's just a vicious cycle. But it is what it is, right? So
Yeah.
we should use it to our advantage.
Yeah, and I want to show everybody real quick. So we use this tool called Restream.io that allows us to stream this. So right now we're using Zoom. We're live on Zoom, where we're having a conversation on Zoom, but it's being streamed through Facebook, through YouTube, through a bunch of my personal Facebook page, Twitter, then a Gozi Twitter page, and a lot of our partners that we work with also, like Platinum Tax from Salinas, Esmeralda from Hayward, GPS, Melida from San Jose. So these different pages are feeding this live, and then it allows us to reach more people, help out more people, obviously, because we're looking to share information. But yeah, it's very interesting how there's different technology. And if you need help setting this up, please let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you with that.
Yeah. All I ask is because I'll do this for free during this pandemic. All I ask is that you pay those monthly fees, all those hosting fees. So
Yeah,
when we're setting
definitely.
somebody up, we'll just put in whoever's the customer's credit card info in there.
Yeah, because you don't want them to be depending on you. You want them to run on their own. Yeah.
Because what ends up happening, Tony, is a lot of these website agencies and things, they'll build you a website under their account and won't give you the password. So if you want anything edited on your website, you have to contact the agency, and the agency is going to be like, oh, well, that's going to involve a lot of custom work to turn that button into a blue color. So that'll be $500. And you, as the business owner, you have no idea how any of this works. So you're going to pay those $500 because he has access to your account. And we call that vendor lock. Yeah, you don't want to get vendor lock.
Vendor lock. That sounds like a topic for another webinar. How to get vendor unlocked, or what is vendor locked? How to break the vendor lock?
Yeah. So what I do with my clients is I'll open up all the accounts on their Google, on their email, on their Google account, the Google Analytics, and all these different pixels, all these tracking pixels. Same thing, it's in their account. So if for whatever reason we stop working with each other, it's like, okay, good, you have all your stuff, that's not a hassle.
Yeah, no, definitely. That makes sense. Question, what do you think about Yelp? I hear that Yelp, it's great if you're a service business, you need to be out there. Other people are like, Yelp is useless, Google's taking over, why even be on Yelp? Do you have any thoughts around Yelp overall?
Yeah, it's decreasing rapidly because of Google, how you were saying. When you Google something, especially for Yelp was really big with restaurants. But to get to Yelp now, you have to Google the business, and then you have to click on the Yelp link. So that's 2 links to get the information that you want. Google gives it to people without even clicking on anything.
Oh yeah, by just searching tortas al 100, boom, you have your,
and you get the reviews already there. Yeah, you get the reviews there without having to go into Yelp. Yeah, Yelp is going down pretty quick.
Got it. Wow. And then we have our comments here. Boo for Yelp. Boo to Yelp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and overall, no, that's great stuff. And I think you were also mentioning that depending on the platform, you have to you have a different audience. Like LinkedIn is more what, like corporate professionals.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So LinkedIn is good for B2B. There's a lot of corporate employees, a lot of executives. It's very business in LinkedIn. Facebook is a different one, because you could find anybody on Facebook. You could find business people. You could find end consumers, end users on Facebook. Instagram, however, is focused more towards a younger demographic. So that's more for B2C, for retail people. So like restaurants, for example, restaurants should focus on Instagram, you could take real nice pictures of your food and put them on Instagram. You know,
Mhm.
that won't work on LinkedIn. No, that's not gonna get that won't really work on LinkedIn, but it'll work on Instagram.
Yeah, you were saying a lot of like the restaurants that you work with, like Tortas al Cien, or even like those other coffee shops in Salinas.
Yeah.
They're heavy on
Yeah,
IG and
on
on Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them say that without Instagram, they wouldn't have a business.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it depends. But however, for everybody watching, because if everybody watching, you probably don't have a social media account, just focus on Facebook, build a Facebook page and use that. And then once you kind of figure out how that works, then you could jump onto LinkedIn, or you could go onto YouTube and Twitter and all these other ones. But focus on Facebook first.
Yeah, and then Facebook has a lot of cool analytics, right? That
Yeah.
show you like the post, the reach, who's there, how they're engaging with your content.
Yeah, and they update it every day. I think Facebook's gonna have a huge update coming pretty soon. I got the beta version, and it'll probably roll out next month. So everybody's Facebook is gonna look completely different in a month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it looks nice. It's all white. Yeah, everybody will like it.
Nice, nice. No, perfect. Yeah. So thank you, Albert, for being with us
hmm
today, and everyone listening. Again, we're going to be having a lot of these webinars throughout the next few weeks, few months, few years, few decades. Just keep it going
You
with a
gotta
lot of
keep it going.
information. Yeah, definitely. And then so this webinar is brought to you by, two different organizations.
Mhm.
Albert runs Digital Green Labs that can meet all your digital marketing needs. And then for those interested on my website, it's negozi.com. Basically, is a portal for small business owners to find the resources that they need. So that's why we're having a lot of experts coming in, and you can kind of scroll down here and just find different things. A lot of it is in Espanol, as we're looking to serve the underserved. You could even make a profile, join a group, add content. So yeah, let us know how we could definitely help you. And like I said, in the next few days, we're gonna have more content. Tomorrow in Espanol, we'll be covering the stimulus checks, who's gonna get what, and then Thursday we'll be covering real estate, if you should stay in the market or not. Next week we'll be covering your insurance policy if you're a small business owner, if you have the right amount, and much more. And we're probably gonna have Lewis. We're gonna have to call his assistant to see where he's at, to
Yeah, I
squeeze it
gotta
into
bring
his
them back.
schedule. Yeah, but cool. Albert, any last words?
Yeah, for everybody watching, look at your Google My Business account. If you don't have one, get to it. Get a simple website and start posting more on social media. Now is the time to focus on your online presence. And
Yeah.
if you don't want to do all this that we just talked about, you could go to my website, digitalgreenlabs.com, and contact us, and we'll help you out.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Thanks, Albert. Thanks everybody watching, and see you soon.
All right, cool. Thanks, Tone. Bye, everyone.
Later. Bye.